This is the box for the BetaFPV 5in1 board. It arrived a bit damaged, but let's check the contents. On the back, we have the label with the typical QR code that links to the manual and technical specifications. The flight controller, FC, comes with its black foam protection. The board has a thickness of 0.8 mm, and visually, all the components are well positioned with overall good craftsmanship. There's just a small defect in the red square. Let's see what else is in the box. We have the connection board with a USB Type-C port. A typical dipole antenna with a UFL IPEX connector. The essential set of rubber grommets and screws for attaching the board to the frame. The connection cable between the connection board and the FC, and the LiPo cable with a BT 2.0U pigtail connector with 22 AWG wire. Looking closely at the components, we don't find any apparent defects or hardware issues. We notice the choice of the STM32G473. The defect we saw earlier doesn't seem to affect the board's functionality, but we will test it later. The connector from the FC to the USB communication board is the only connector present on the entire FC. The boot button is located in the central section of the board. Now we want to test the VTX of this board, V1.0. We connected our immersion RC RF meter, powered the FC via USB-C connected to our PC. Currently, the frequency is set to F4 at 25 MV. We try R1 at 25 MV, 8 at 25 MV. We notice the power is slightly off, but we know we have to consider the intrinsic error of the instrument itself. We try F2 and then go back to F4, and finally to R7. For thoroughness, we also test the PIT mode, which seems to work perfectly. We repeat the same test with power from the 1S LiPo, but we see that the power remains unchanged. Using the OSD of the TBS Fusion module updated to the latest firmware, we also check that the R1, F2, F4, and R8 channels don't interfere with each other. We recall that these are the frequencies most commonly used in the Italian Whoop League. A quick check shows no interference issues, even now that the FC and VTX have been on for 3 minutes straight.